Hello, everybody, and welcome to your September TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. As you can see, I have laid out some cards on the table here, and this is to give you an idea on the spread that I'm working with this month to do your TarotScopes. And I do hope that you're going to enjoy, and I do hope it's going to give you good insight, inspiration, and guidance for the month ahead. I can't believe we're September. It really, my mind just doesn't want to comprehend and understand it. So, friends, what the way that I do the taroscopes is we start off with a theme, and I am working with the Shaman's Oracle or the Shaman Dream Oracle to give us our theme for the month ahead. And then I have got 5 cards laid out, and this month I am working with the awesome and the amazing Tarot of the Abyss. Is such a beautiful deck, and I do hope that you enjoy the artwork. So, what I've looked at is obviously there's certain areas in life that we're all curious about. There's certain areas in life that we all want a little bit of guidance and inspiration on. So, that's what I've got laid out here. So, we're going to look at romance or love, emotions. We're going to look at finances and money. We're going to look at health and well-being, and what you need to embrace and what you need to let go of for the month. So I do think, and we're going to do this for each sign of the zodiac, and I do think it's going to be really awesome, interesting reading for every single one of you. So the way that I do this is I set the intention that it works for all signs of the zodiac. So when I record Aries, I'm recording Aries for sun sign, for moon sign, and for your rising sign. So if you know what those are, you can watch all 3 of those if they happen to be 3 different ones to get the insight around your personality, your feelings and emotions, and the things that you need to be aware of for the month ahead. So all the videos for all the signs of the zodiac will be released at the same time, so you can go and immediately access exactly what you want. I will have just short links in the comments below to help you get straight to. So if you're currently watching Aries and you want to get through to Scorpio or whatever it can be, you can use the short links in the code but in the description below to help you navigate and get to your readings for the month of September. And on my YouTube channel, I will actually have a playlist per month. So I'll have a September playlist, which will make it easier for you to come back and to find exactly what you're looking for. So I'm going to get straight into it. This is just the intro so that you have an understanding of the layout that I'm using. We're going to get into doing 12 separate readings, giving you the same spread, the same layout, the same understanding. And I do hope that you enjoy the readings, and I do hope that it gives you guidance and inspiration that you need to help you navigate the month of September. We do have some crazy energies around at the moment. And if you do enjoy this particular video, if this resonates with you, if this makes sense to you, please can I have a thumbs up, and don't forget a little comment below. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and do click the bell to receive notifications whenever I post videos, because videos are posted 7 days a week. You get a daily reading to give you guidance for the day. Once a week on a Friday, we do pick a card, and once a month, you do have access to the taroscopes. And then also you might want to consider joining my channel membership. There is a join button below. And if you click the channel memberships and join, there's a whole lot of interesting content that you have access to that nobody else has access to. So you may want to consider including weekly live readings with me. So if you would like to have a reading with me once a week, every week, click join now. All right, friends, let's get straight into the reading. And I do hope that you enjoy. Right, Aries, let's get straight into your reading and see what does September have in store for you. So we're going to start with this one over here, which is going to give us our theme for the month ahead. Oh my gosh, if I can even pick the card up. Right, so Aries, I'm loving the colors. We've got card 34. It is Lay of the Land, and it talks about ancestral wisdom. And if we look at the image, what we've got here is we have a mountain. There you stand at the top of the mountain. It might be difficult to see on camera, but you've got your arms up and you are just loving life, celebrating life, look at that beautiful big full moon that we have, and then you are looking at or getting the lay of the land. What does that mean? What does it mean to get the lay of the land? It means to get the big picture, to get the bird's eye view, and to see exactly where everything is, what everything is, how everything is, before you make any further decisions or actions. So it's about just getting a grip on things, just getting a handle on things, getting a lay of the land before we move forward. So you're going to find, looking at that for the theme for September, Aries, it's basically saying to you, don't be too quick to rush into anything. And I know that's hard. Being an Aries, I know that's really difficult to not rush into anything. It's difficult to get a lay of the land first. But it is something that I think we need to keep in mind. It is something that we need to be incredibly mindful of going forward, that we do get that lay of the land, that we do stop, look, observe, understand, comprehend, and then make the decisions with whatever it is that needs to be made decisions of for the month ahead. It's going to be interesting to see how the tarot relates to that. So let's start with our emotions. So I do like to say that this is love, but when I say love, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not. It doesn't matter what your current situation is, but this has got to do with emotions and your connections to other people. Okay, so let's see September 2021. Oh, look at that. I love it. I get so excited. What we've got here, Aries, is the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is the card of friendship. It's the card of acknowledgement. It's a card of celebration and spending time with your group, spending time with your friends. It's about coming together. And if you have a look what we've got here, here comes your hand, there are your two friends, and there is a clinking of glasses taking place. Okay, so there is celebration, there is acknowledgement. So romantically, in the love department, emotionally, you're going to find yourself in a really good space this month. Okay, September's going to have you feeling very confident. It's going to have you feeling very comfortable. It's going to have you feeling as if everything is actually quite good. And you're going to be feeling confident. So we must make sure, because often when this emotional confidence comes into play, often that means then that when there's time for decision, that because we're feeling confident, we rush into things. And I think this is saying to you, as much as you are celebrating and acknowledging all the good people in your life, spending time with friends, spending time with people who mean something to you, something significant, before you do anything, just stand still and observe. Okay, just do that with regards to. But I also want to say, with the Three of Cups, what I'm hearing from Spirit is it's about not a huge group. Okay, it's not about inviting everybody over for a huge big event, but it's about just special moments with special people. Okay, so September's going to be full of those, full of special moments with special people, and I think that's wonderful. I really do. I think that's absolutely wonderful. Let's have a look and see finances and money. What do we have in store? What is the energy for you in September? Okay, so immediately things start changing, things start heading in a different direction, because what we've got here is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is the card of conflict. It's the card that says there's chaos around you, all right? Everybody seems to be on edge. So financially, things may be a little bit, I don't want to say tricky, I don't want to say difficult, but I need to say those words, tricky and difficult. With the Five of Wands, though, interestingly enough, whenever that card comes up, especially when we're talking about money, it says to you that you may hear with the people that you're engaging with, and remember, it's all about getting the lay of the land. You may hear everybody saying, oh, things are tight, things are difficult, I'm struggling, I'm battling, I'm not coping, I'm not having enough. There may be a lot of negative speak around finances. But what you have to understand is that doesn't necessarily mean that you are experiencing the same infliction. Okay, so stop, look, think, understand, and comprehend before you respond, before you react, before you participate, because this chaos and this conflict and this misunderstandings with regards to finances may be happening around you and not necessarily to you. So financially, there's going to be a lot of talk of difficulties, of struggles, of hardships, but it's with everybody else. Don't fall into that and think that it's happening to you as well, because remember, ancestral wisdom is telling you that you've got to trust yourself. Ancestral wisdom is telling you that you need to believe in your own understanding, your own wisdom, and your own guidance, and don't feel as if you're impacted by everybody else's situation, because each person, each to their own, isn't it? Okay, each to their own, Aries, and it doesn't mean that because that's what everybody's going through, what everybody's happening, that it's happening to you. But it doesn't mean that you can be careless either. Let's be mindful. Okay, because I think that's what the lay of the land is saying. Let's be mindful. Let's be cognizant of our environment, our surroundings, and the situations. But if there is conflict, if there is trouble, if there is difficulties, it might not necessarily be happening directly to you. Okay. Now let's have a look at our wealth, our health and well-being, all right? Because it is important. You know, we have to be, we are emotional beings, we are physical beings, but we're also, you know, we're needing to take care of our physical being as well. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so not really the kind of card we want to see in that position, because Aries, what the Three of Swords talks about, the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, it talks about disappointment. But I want you to look at the image on the card. So he's opened up a book, and all the letters are falling out or flying out of the book. Okay, and as the letters are coming out, so they're becoming birds, and so they're flying away. But look what's happened, his mind is open. Okay, his mind is open, and you've got to ask yourself, is it the stress and worry that's coming out of the mind and becoming tangible in the book, or is it going in the opposite direction? Are the words becoming birds, becoming worries, becoming concerns, and floating into the mind? So I do think these two are sort of connected. Okay, I do think they're speaking the same language, or they're talking about the same thing. Bringing the lay of the land into it. Get a full picture before you panic. Get a full story before you become influenced by the situation. So what is the situation? Because I haven't actually said it yet. Three of Swords talks about heartbreak and pain. The Three of Swords talks about disappointment. It talks about, you know, having some kind of, I'm going to call it chest pain, all right? But we're not saying that we're all going to have chest pain, that all Aries are going to have chest pain, but it may be an emotional month. You may find yourself on a physical level feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit, you know, out of sorts, but you need to make sure that you're not sucking in the stress, the worry, the anxiety, etc. You need to make sure that if it's getting a little bit too much, close the book and put it down. All right. On a physical level, health and well-being, you've got to pay attention to what you're taking in the mind, what you're being exposed to. All right. It's interesting the way that I'm reading this. What you're being exposed to, what you're taking in, and make sure that it is valid, legit, appropriate, and most importantly, above all. Now, I am going to bring back emotionally, we've got the Three of Cups, which is telling us, let's spend time with our group. Let's spend time with the people that mean something to us. Let's spend time celebrating and acknowledging a good life. Let's not get caught up in the stress and the worry and the anxiety of everybody else around us, because if we do that, we are just going to be taking in more and more and more. With ancestral wisdom, the lay of the land, ancestral wisdom over here, Aries, what it's basically saying to you is, during the month of September, if you find yourself starting to become burdened, overwhelmed, anxious about physical, about finances, let's just go back to basics. Okay, let's just go back to basics. So on a health and well-being point of view, let's get outdoors. Okay, lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Let's not stay cooped up inside in front of electronic devices. I think this is telling you, Aries, it's time to spend a bit more time outdoors. Okay, get out as much as you possibly can, connect with the land. Those of us here in South Africa, September is the month of seasons change. We are coming out of winter and going into spring, going into warmer times. So definitely such a beautiful time of the year to get outside, to get a lay of the land. So let's connect with our friends socially, outdoors. Let's not stress inwardly, because that's what we're doing with both of these two cards. We're stressing inwardly, and that's not what we need to be doing. All right. Let's have a look at our last two cards over here, Aries, because I think it'll put everything into perspective. The reason why I've got these two cards below there is because it's those are dealing with specific areas of life, and here we're looking at what is it that you should be embracing this month, and what is it that you should be letting go of this month. So it's a positive and it's a negative. Let's have a look. So what do you need to be embracing this month, Aries? We have got the beautiful Page of Cups. I love that. So Page of Cups is about a big show of emotion. Page of Cups is about feeling, and it's interesting how it's connected to our Three of Cups, okay? Page of Cups is about doing something to show your emotions, your feelings. It's about just real, you know, expressions of love and understanding and all of that. It's about feeling super confident in yourself. It's about feeling super confident in your emotions and not being afraid to wear your heart on your sleeve, to express yourself, good and bad expressions, okay? But it's also about recognizing that we mustn't allow our emotions to run away with us. So it's connected there as well. So this is what you need to embrace. You need to embrace your feelings, okay? The good and the bad. You need to embrace what you're feeling, what you're going through, and not run away from it, not hide from it, okay? Let's have a look and see what you should be letting go of this month. we have got the Three of Wands, and that's such an interesting one. So we've got two water cards. I'm calling them that because Page of Cups is all about the water scene, and you can see there's a boat on the side. And the Three of Wands, you can see the ship coming in. Three of Wands is about waiting for your ship to come in. Three of Wands is about making decisions and then waiting for the right time to act it out. And this is what you need to let go of. So what I'm going to say to you, Aries, we need to let go of control. Okay? In the month of September, it's about just going with the flow, recognizing that there may be some volatile energies around. We need to make sure that we have the full picture, that we're seeing everything that's there for us, but we need to let go of the need to be in control. Things are not always going to go according to plan. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay, Aries. It's okay that things don't go according to plan. It's okay that you may be not in control of everything. It's okay. Spend time feeling the feelings, dealing with the emotions, feeling confident within yourself around what's going on around you. And don't let yourself get caught up in this. And if you can do that during the month of September, you're going to enjoy success, happiness. Things will actually, you'll come out of September better than what you're going in beginning of the month. All right. So, Aries, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, until we connect again, take care.